So one of the bigger stories, really of yesterday, it was Trump and Bibi basically announcing this peace deal in Gaza and their 20-point plan for them to slowly back out militarily and, you know, eventually build up Gaza over a apolitical Palestinian government or like a committee, and then work their way into government and then not be controlled by Israel like they were for however many years, right? So that all sounds great. Apparently Israel already agreed to the deal, and then I guess they're just waiting on Hamas to agree to the deal. Um, yeah, I mean, it all looks great. We can get into the article of the 20 bullet points where they show what exactly is going to happen in Trump and Netanyahu's 20-point Gaza peace deal. Article from the BBC. So 20 points here. One is Gaza will be a de-radicalized, terror-free zone that does not pose a threat to its neighbors. Gaza will be redeveloped for benefit of the people of Gaza who have suffered more than enough. Three, if both sides agree to this proposal, the war will immediately end. Israeli forces will withdraw to the agreed upon line to prepare for a hostage release. During this time, all military operations, including aerial and artillery bombardment, will be suspended, and battle lines will remain frozen until conditions are met for a complete staged withdrawal. Within 72 hours of Israel publicly accepting this agreement, all hostages alive and deceased will be returned. And then on and on. I mean, all these are good things. I have no, uh, you know, I mean, after they're bombing and killing kids, this is, an amazing deal, especially for the people, and hopefully they can get their own governing body, after, they work some stuff out. Obviously, it's going to be slow at first. I think it, I think it mentions, I'm just, because I read all this already. I think it mentions how the government will start here. I think it's here. Gaza will be governed under a temporary transitional governance of a technocratic, apolitical Palestinian committee responsible for delivering the day-to-day running of public services and municipalities for the people in Gaza. And then Trump will be apparently the board on the president of the board of peace there or something like that. Which, I mean, that works for the meantime. I think the moral of the story here is basically, is this going to happen? Okay, because I think on paper all this is good. I haven't seen a bad thing. If they get Hamas to go to, apparently Hamas is free to go to any receiving Arab countries that want to take them, and they'll be doing the hostage release right after Hamas agrees to the thing. So yeah, that's all there is to this. The United States will establish a dialogue between Israel and Palestinians to agree on political horizon for peaceful and prosperous coexistence. So yeah, I mean that's the gist of the story. That's mainly everything that I'd say people wanted. I guess for me, somebody that's been covering the story this whole time, this is something that I'd like to see. It's more like a two-state solution. They'll have their own governing body. They'll have their hostage release before, if they both agree, and then they'll do their hostage exchange, really. And then, they'll have an apolitical technocratic style of government at first, and then they work their way into a full government, I guess. And then hopefully they can coexist from there. But I mean, the main thing here is, obviously, is this going to happen? Are these 20 things going to happen? Or is it going to just all hell break loose? Maybe Israel bombs the place again, or I'll call it out. If Hamas doesn't accept this deal, they're fucking insane as well. And then they need to eliminate the whole Hamas. Obviously that was the plan at first. When they first got attacked, of course it was appalling. But if they don't accept this deal, then Hamas has to go immediately. Whatever it means to get them out is what they need to get out. Because if they don't accept this, they won't accept anything. Now, I don't want them to fake something to where, oh, they do like some propaganda thing where they actually accepted it, but they say they didn't, or something really weird happens where it's like, oh, they said that they accepted it, but they're doing this, they attacked this, and it's just like, I just hope, I hope for the people there that doesn't happen, and it just, they can be some fucking civilized people, and they both just agree to the deal and they get this job done. You guys can go to another country and not be prosecuted or anything like that. They'll release everybody that's on a life sentence right now in Israel, and and obviously Hamas gets rid of all their hostages and returns them dead and alive to Israel, and then hopefully there's a coexistence from there, man. Because I think that it's obviously is you can obviously be what's the word that I'm looking for? Be skeptical of what happens with this deal, because I mean, how many times I think and uh, Hamas and Israel has been at war like 7 times, or it's been a ceasefire and peace deal for 7 times. Well, that's a lot of times, and Hamas has only been around since like 2005. Obviously, under this deal, Hamas leaves, and it wouldn't be Hamas anymore. But even without Hamas, I mean, Israel and Palestine has been fighting for like 100 years now, or close to 100 years now, probably around 80. So obviously this heavy tension between the two, but I mean, all you can do right here for now is hope that it goes smoothly, and hope that the 20-point deal goes exactly as planned without any hiccups, and right before the hostage release all hell breaks loose or something like that. But overall, the plan, it looks good to me. I haven't seen much on it, but just from reading the thing myself, that looks great from what I've been seeing in Gaza, and limbless kids, and this would be a huge win for them